time of year when you see nativity sets at homes and businesses, and you will probably see a few more of them with a minimalist approach. In the past few years, there's been an uptake in nativity sets that are simple and use a series of shapes to artistically depict the scene. It's a step away from the extravagant sets that have been popular in the past. Glass artist Lauren Zorek Earl noticed the trend right before the pandemic. She says orders for her glasswork nativity sets have increased since then. And Disney World Splash Mountain is closing. A report from USA Today says the iconic attraction set is set to close January 23rd. The water ride is closing after being criticized for its blissful portrayal of plantation life, with its current Brer Rabbit story tied to the 1946 Disney film Song of the South. Disney CEO Bob Iger said at a March 2020 shareholders meeting that even with a disclaimer, he felt the Song of the South was just not appropriate in today's world.
A petition to change Splash Mountain's theme went viral the same year, and Disney announced plans to do so, noting the change had been in the works since 2019. The ride's replacement, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, is set to open in 2024 at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World. It will continue the story started in Disney's beloved animated film, The Princess and the Frog. And with the longest wait times for high-end iPhones in 15 years, Apple is looking to move production out of China. Ongoing problems with COVID restriction, supply chain issues, and labor unrest in China are forcing Apple to investigate alternatives.
Those could include new factories in other countries like Vietnam or India. The potential shift in production comes on top of more than 5 years of high-end U.S.-China military and economic tensions. U.S. tariffs established under the Trump admin have added to some of that as well.
At one point, 85% of all iPhone Pros were made at a factory run in Zhengzhou, China. They say Apple needs to diversify its manufacturing if it wants to continue the growth.
And stocks slid Friday after a better-than-expected November jobs report defied expectations and the Federal Reserve's efforts to rein in inflation by raising interest rates.
Officials at the central bank are also expressing concerns about rising wages. Chris Nagoon breaks the numbers down from Washington.
In the latest sign of the economy's strength, U.S. hiring continued at a robust pace in November, even as the Federal Reserve tried to cool it to help curb decades-high inflation.
The economy has been shockingly resilient to date despite all these headwinds from inflation.
The U.S. economy added 263,000 jobs last month, according to the Labor Department, even as the tech industry and media companies saw a wave of layoffs. President Joe Biden expressing optimism.
The Americans are working. The economy is growing, wages are rising faster than inflation, and we've avoided a catastrophic rail strike.
The November jobs report also showing the unemployment rate holding steady at 3.7%. Employment growth was widespread in both the goods-producing and service-producing sectors.
It means our plan to build the economy from the bottom up and the middle out. You're tired of hearing me say that? But it's working.
Average hourly earnings have risen 5.1% over the past year, but that's the opposite of what the Fed has been hoping for.
Even though we've seen wages skyrocket upward in our data, people aren't feeling that on the street. They're not feeling that when they go to the grocery store. So it's like a wage increase with no reward.
The better-than-expected jobs gains could keep the Fed hiking interest rates more aggressively for longer. In Washington, I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
And in our entertainment news, Robert Downey Jr.'s latest project debuts on Netflix this weekend. It has elements of comedy, drama, and reality, but it's not a work of fiction.
It's a documentary about his father, titled Senior. Robert Downey Sr. was a well-known underground filmmaker in his day. The younger Downey acted as a child in some of his father's films. Senior delves into the actor's permissive childhood that led to many of his later drug issues. While his father passed away last year from Parkinson's, Downey's documentary will live on as a lasting tribute.